Belgium's really starting to bring in some troops. Good to see. Large numbers. How's this attack going? This one is struggling, although we do have some full strength tanks to throw into the mix. Stalingrad's still holding. Zhengzhou, he's going to fall soon. What are these guys doing? They're just being transported. They're on 0 strength. That's a lot of German convoys. And the Soviets have just pushed them out of Korea. Are you going to pull this off, Soviet Union? They're bringing in reinforcements here. We're definitely taking losses. I mean, look at the amount of experience we're losing. See you, Sindrian. Convoy sunk. Good. Good. Oh yeah, those Japanese units are not looking too hot right now. Good! This makes me happy. Ooh, green! Green! Finally! I wonder if there's enough Soviet forces in the east that will get released when Japan loses the mainland to save the USSR. It's possible. Because there's definitely quite a few of them up here. I mean, Japan is not going to get destroyed, but China is. Zhengzhou has just fallen. A little bit surprised that they haven't already. They will. Midnight tonight. Right. Now. No? Really? Guess Huangshan is enough to keep them alive. And once China has fallen, America may well try to naval invade Japan. Or Italy. That's possible too. We have some Brits landing over... Quite a few Brits actually landing in Albania. This fight is still going on. I mean, with my planning preparation, I can go on indefinitely so long as I'm not directly controlling it. Sank another carrier. That's 3 carriers or submarines are sunk now. Which is pretty good going. China's gone. So now it's just Japanese China. I don't know if the Allies have access through Soviets. I don't think they do, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it's just a race for the coast now. Trying in desperation to take my Southeast Asia. Churchill was very keen on landing in Greece in 1943 until the generals talked him out of it. The Allies do have access. Oh, they're not moving through it. Oh, yes they are. Yes they are. So maybe we'll see all of the American forces which are over here currently moving into the Soviets to help push back. Though Stalingrad's just fallen. Soviets are still in. Change your manpower law, Soviets, please. Yes, you've done it. I can send you a lot of guns, but those could end up just going to Germany. We'll do it. We're going to try and save the Soviets. While my attack is happening over on this side. limited in scope as it may be, hopefully it's putting some extra pressure on. Plus the fall of Japan is a big deal. I dread to think what India's manpower is at this point. Oh, 600,000 is actually unreasonable. How do we do with booting communism out? Not amazing, actually. Oh, of course, ruling party popularity also affects stability. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we definitely want to kick the communists out. We know that it does give you like 1% stability as well when you do it. Oh, it's a green bubble again. It's just one German division defending now. Australian stealth landing. Oh, yes, there is. That should be pulling units away from this front. Not really. Gardez vos rangs. 50%. Come on. It's funny that the best way to attack Germany is through the Alps, although they were so well entrenched up here. And down here they only had like guards of 8 divisions, and they haven't bolstered that even now. And tanks don't actually have that many penalties in mountains. They have huge penalties in forests, but not in mountains. That is kind of bizarre. Ooh, we got Organizer. Excellent. Which is a planning bonus, which you badly needed. And you're also level 6 now. A little bit surprised you're not getting more cavalry leader. Engineer you're getting. Infantry leader. Commando. Trickster you need to get. Push through here. As long as you take Ulm, that's the important thing. Because from Ulm I can swing out and take Frankfurt. And hopefully cut all of this off. Soviets are losing territory pretty quickly. Where's their capital now? I mean, clearly Soviet war support's pretty high because they're still not capitulating. Fall of Rome. Is this sneak attack against Italy actually going to work? It might. These are some fairly significant forces they're landing. And they're launching an attack here, though that seems a little bit silly. This has some potential to do some real damage. If they support it. There's even more landings. Naples now as well. I think Italy is about to fall. I really think Italy may be about to go. So Japan and Italy are on the ropes. That just leaves Germany. And if I can push hard enough to make Germany not able to capitulate the Soviets, then yay! Air Force. We need better close air support. Upgraded. We have a bunch more mechanized. We actually have the supplies for this, more or less. Do it. Huzzah! No time to stop. Beef up the armoured divisions and keep attacking! Sibiddle, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that support. Thank you very, very much. Welcome to the Mordlings. These guys should be getting their equipment in pretty quickly. Then their attack potential is going to massively increase. We're going to be a little short on these two, but we're fine. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you can also upgrade to Corsair Elite. I want you attacking there. I want you attacking towards Stuttgart, please. And Ulm. Why did I just sink a bunch of American ships? America hasn't just switched sides, have they? No. Though they have lost 4 million troops. Or was I just present when those convoys got sunk? That's possible. And probably more likely than my submarine sinking subs. Although, we probably technically are using unrestricted submarine warfare right now. Italy's screwed. Looking in the wrong side. Italy's over here. Alright, Alpines, you know what you've been waiting for. Go! Force that attack. Push your way across. Upgrade those radar. No surrender.
Attention.
No retreat! Murder, murder, murder! We could go for modern tanks. I kind of feel like modern tanks are a bit like the I win button though. Same with nukes. Which is why I rarely use them. I kind of like the challenge. Alright, I'm going to stop you, and then any combat aircraft currently in this region are going to be retasked to the Alpine region. Have I experimented with paratroopers? I haven't, because I found transport aeroplanes to be too bloody expensive. I mean, today would have been a good opportunity to do so. But considering I was building one transport a month, I was just like, this is going to take forever. Level 3 artillery. Keep it upgrading. And this is it. We're over the Alps.
Gardez vos rangs.
Hello, Mr. Hannibal, to see El Duce.
Attention.
Very good.
Attention. Aux ordres. Gardez vos rangs.
Let's send the tanks over to assist.
C'est parti.
These Alpine troops have wasted so long for this attack to happen. Meanwhile, southern Italy is looking a bit like a mess.
Gardez vos rangs.
Here come the tanks. When Italy surrenders, you can rush into Germany through Austria. That's part of the reason I'm bringing the tanks down here, yes. Although, that is one downside to having upgraded all of my tank divisions. They've just lost a bunch of experience. Oh well, not much I can do about that. I'm a little bit surprised I haven't got more land experience yet.
Écoutez.
Quite like to upgrade my tanks a bit more. Why are you all moving normally? Please take the train. If you haven't got into position yet.
Gardez vos rangs.
When you feel able to assist, please do. Field hospital done. It is now 1945. So let's get the max level field hospital because manpower, while no longer so critical, is still a little bit of a concern. Japan still amazingly holding out. How are the Soviets doing? Not amazing. But there aren't very many victory points in this bit. Which is why I'm feeling a little bit safer about sending them weaponry. Especially older guns. Try and keep you in the fight as best as I can. Because the worst thing that could happen now is for Germany to turn around and go and reinforce Italy. Although I suspect that Germany has had to do just that. And in fact, the Allies look like they're losing the beachhead. Southern one, maybe not. Wild Ace, cool.
Pareil.
Italy is looking a lot less surrendery. But we are taking out a lot of their industry in the north. And we are suffering a little bit of oil shortage. So let's tighten up our production and everything. Whoa, Netherlands, what the hell? More to the point, what the hell happened to your oil supplies? Let's get another 8 from the US. Slightly better. The main thing that we're doing here is just not letting them recover. Like, we're not letting them entrench, we're just pushing and pushing and pushing. And because we have such crazy amounts of planning preparation, we can just keep going. Really big bonus is just keep pushing. As I said in the past, if Italy messes up, Germany will be there to help it, and they are probably coming to help right now. On the outskirts of Milan. We've lost 38,000. We've killed 28,000. I mean, combat losses are about the same. Unfortunately. How are my supplies? My supplies are okay. It's mostly medium tanks and motorized that I'm short on. We're actually doing fine in terms of mechanized. We'll need to replace these over time, of course, but that's doable.
Ennemi.
In fact, we have a surplus, so we might as well make you into mechanized. And that's going to free up some of the motorized as well for the motorized artillery. Could always use maintenance support companies and send captured German rifles to Russia. That way the Soviets feel all the weapons the Germans get will be their own. That's true. Naval production. I'm not even going to ask. Whatever, Stalin. Whatever. There goes Genoa. I'm amazed you're still not getting cavalry leader. Need to have more than 40% in a unit. I guess that artillery doesn't count. Stalin's clearly planning a sea getaway once the USSR falls. Maybe. You actually managed to hold on to Anzio. So we've got the ship, the dockyard down there, the port. 10 destroyers, nice. Oh yeah, oh dear. That's going to be a lot of Soviet soldiers being turned around and sent to this front. And soon Indians and Americans to follow as well, I suspect. How are we doing for heavy tanks? 38, so I would say that one of these can now become a heavy tank. Couple of counterattacks trying to be set up here. It doesn't look like we're pushing very hard anymore.
Attention.
We still have organization though. I think this is mostly about troops just getting into position. Also, it's just us now. The Americans and the British have left, having gone somewhere else. I mean, we can definitely hold this, we just can't push out. I really wish we could have taken Milan. You know what? We're going to focus Milan. We'll let the Alpine troops start digging in a bit. I wonder how much manpower Japan has now, because they've just lost the whole of China. They still have a fair amount, but... oh dear! No convoys. 0. Nada. Nil. That's not surplus. That's total. Now the Italians are going to be dying in the droves. 4.3 million. 4.7 million for the Germans. This war has really heated up a bit now. Have I ever played as the Socialist Republic of Italy and Kaiserreich? Crossing the River Po in Italy is a complete nightmare. No, but I've played as two Sicilies and Sardinia and the Pope. So I know what it's like fighting in... oh, damn it. Italy. I really want Milan. It's clearly mine. See if we can get a counterattack going against Milan. Even though de Gaulle's not here. Well, he's here, just not fully. It doesn't look like we can even get a counterattack in. They really want us out of Italy, don't they? Is that the last fuel refining? It is. Let's get the resource extraction so we can make more factories out of selling resources. Although, our production is pretty decent at the moment. That being said, we could probably do... whoa, it's already a 10 out of 10 infrastructure. Nice! And a 20 industry. This is a huge chunk of their industry we've just taken. That's probably why Italy is so mad. It's like a third, maybe a quarter. Yellows don't seem to... oh, yes, they do. I was going to say they don't have an objective, but they do in fact have one. Manguko is going to fall very soon. In fact, they've only got 2... oh no, they've got a couple more. 5 provinces on the coast. Here we go. British, Indian troops starting to arrive on the Soviet front. I think I did the right thing sending the Soviets guns. Can I send you any more? Yes. I will. Start Lend-Lease. Guns. Do I have any other old ones? I have 5,250. 2 of those. 5252. Send.